My colleague, Congressman Hank Johnson, had this to say recently.
Much like Hitler took over the Nazi Party, Trump has taken over the Republican Party. It's now known as the Trump Republican Party. Donald Trump's supporters are older, less educated, less prosperous, and they are dying early. Their lifespans are decreasing, and many are dying from alcoholism, drug overdoses, liver disease, or simply a broken heart caused by economic despair.
Okay, Mr. Johnson, President Trump is a lot of things, but he's not Hitler. He didn't kill millions of people, he didn't start a world war, he doesn't have any concentration camps, and to accuse him of being Hitler is intellectually dishonest, and frankly, it's a huge insult to the millions of Jews who died under Nazi Germany. But if you want to insult President Trump, at least you're picking on somebody your own size. At least you're picking on somebody who can fight back. But you went on to insult, degrade, and demean tens of millions of Americans who voted for him. It's called them drug addicted, uneducated, unhappy alcoholics. This is a cowardly form of politics. No matter how much I will disagree with you in Congress, I will never, ever insult the good Americans who voted for you. I will never paint an entire half of the country as deplorables or fools or the dregs of society. I'll never do it. And if I ever do, you better call me out on it, because I can't imagine a worse form of leadership. These people are exercising their right and their voice the only way they can, which is through their vote. They don't have a TV show, they don't have a radio show, they don't have a weekly column or a big social media following, they have a vote. And you use your public platform to insult and demean them. This is not the behavior we expect from a member of Congress. So I'll leave you with this. Pick on somebody your own size. Pick on me if you like. My office will be right down the hall from yours. I'll see you in Washington.
You know, the reality is the question I always have the Democrats is, do we agree that our borders should be secure, yes or no? I understand you don't like the wall. I understand that. But can we agree that the border should be secured? And if you have other ideas to secure that border, and especially in Texas, we are willing to listen, because, I mean, we have a river along the border. We can't always put a wall there. We get that. You know, we've got other options as well. So will you work with us?
But in terms of using the U.S. military in that role, essentially, you know, we have a border patrol that has the job that you just laid out, that the military is now there.
Well, right, but there was also thousands and thousands of people coming up to the border in a caravan, and so you have to take different measures to do that. So
you do see that as a threat, even though they're on foot and not at the border yet.
Well, what's the other option? To just let them cross? Because we don't have enough law enforcement officials to deal with that, possibly. So, you know, again, we're not putting combat troops on the border. That's not what's happening. We are dealing with this in a very humane way, and as I think we should, and we can all agree on that for sure. None of us really like seeing families separated. I've said that all along. That's the last thing we want to see. Republicans tried to put legislation forward that would stop that, okay? And we would continue to do that. But yes, if it's between letting people across and not letting people across, we have to secure our border. And I hear that we agree on that a lot. I do. And I understand the Democrats don't like the rhetoric and we don't like the wall. I absolutely get that. But I want to see other options on the table then, and what we can do to actually secure it.
He's comfortable with using U.S. troops in that way. Are you?
No. No, I think it's the wrong approach. I think it's imprudent. I disagree with it. And I think the other option is to follow existing law and let folks go through the asylum process, and to the extent that they are able to successfully claim asylum. I say this as the son of refugees. I mean, I think immigrants to this country have so much to give, and it's important we get this right.
Will the Democrats at the table vote for any kind of immigration reform that includes funding for a border wall?
I wouldn't.
No, I don't support a wall.
I wouldn't as well. And I'm also the daughter of a refugee. My dad was a survivor of the Holocaust and came here with his mom as a very small child, as a 5-year-old. And this is a very personal issue to me.
Let me take a break here and come back